name is Meghna. I'm a rising software bassist, and this is my project, the Smart Arm Bracer, which is a wearable technology project that can show you all sorts of information about the environment around you. So my project uses buttons, sensors, and an LCD screen which shows the data. The rightmost button turns on the flashlight. The yellow button turns on the humidity sensor. The middle white button turns on the lux sensor, and the rightmost button turns on the gyroscope. So all of the parts of my project are connected to the SparkFun Pro Micro, which is an Arduino development board. And the reason I chose this as opposed to a standard Arduino Uno is because of its size. I wanted something that was small and easy to wear on your hand and easy to transport, and the SparkFun Pro Micro did that for me. I used 3 sensors in my project, the first one being the lux sensor. The lux sensor measures the light or lux in a room in lumens per meter squared, and this is so the brighter a room is, the more lux there is. And this is important because you want to have a healthy workplace, which is like 500 lux, which we do have here, so that's like good. The second sensor I use is a humidity sensor. It measures humidity. The third sensor I use is a accelerometer, magnetometer, gyroscope, as well as a temperature sensor. Unfortunately, because the third sensor has so many functions, the temperature sensor isn't always as accurate as I want it to be, so that was a problem. I also used an OLED screen which displays the sensor data, and this is really important because it shows everything and it's like where the user looks at it. Unfortunately, this can only show up to like 4 lines of text at a time, which is kind of problematic because I had a lot of data I wanted to show, but I could only choose so much. So I decided to put the gyroscope data and put my temperature sensor data along with my humidity sensor data. The gyroscope is sensitive to movements on your hand, so if you move your hand in the X, Y, or Z axis, the data is going to change. So I had a lot of problems while doing this project, but the biggest one was probably learning how delicate the parts of my project are. Halfway through my project, my OLED screen broke, and no matter what I tried, I just couldn't get it to work, which was really problematic because it was really vital to my project. So I learned that lesson hard, and I'm really cautious of my parts in the future. Another problem was I had faulty wires. I accidentally used some faulty wires in my project that didn't work and had some unsecure connections, which again was problematic because my project wouldn't work sometimes. Over the course of the last 6 weeks, I really learned a lot, more than I thought I could, and it was really interesting because everything here was new, and I learned a lot of new skills like how to solder, how to code an Arduino, but the biggest one was how to plan out a project and actually do it like I did here. And this was really cool because I'd never done anything like this before. In the future, I want to make more modifications because this is a platform and I can always add more sensors or add more code into it, and it's always meant for improvement, and that's really cool. I had a lot of fun at my time here in BlueStamp, and I really want to do engineering in the future. Thank you. Questions, comments, concerns?
What's the temperature in the room?
It's actually really faulty sometimes. It's saying 165 right now.
Were you always interested in engineering before?
I mean, I was interested in kind of software, and I had done some kind of coding, and I messed around with Raspberry Pis like 10 years ago. So, I mean, I kind of liked it, and I really want to learn more about it, so.
So, on this one you used an Arduino.
Yeah.
Why didn't you use a Raspberry Pi?
Well, I just thought an Arduino would be better because a lot of projects these days are using Arduino, and it's like a very open source platform. Like, a lot of the code I used here was already on GitHub, which was really